Hello everybody and welcome back to this Let's Play of Digimon World 2. Last time we went off there with a break with me from BIOS domain so I could be able to grind off screen so I didn't bore everybody. Now I'm going to show right off here that off screen that I took multiple trips through BIOS domain and got as many toy cards as I can to get another toy Agumon to trade for the Snow Agumon, get him to Frigimon, DNA Digivolve him, and Leomon. This way, Leomon will have a different attack besides the counterattack, because his counterattack will only do damage, significant damage, if he is not attacked. So we'll be able to see that new move that both Frigimon and this Leomon will learn when we enter our next battle and win. Our second is the return of BIOS, another Ninjamon partner. And then we have retired seafood to Sushi Bar. Okie dokie. Just to show off the new team in the first battle. Yep, one hit. Okay, floor panel. Yep. The forever the same second floor BIOS floor. With the same old level 1 landmine. Unable to move straight. So now we're inverted. I'm doing left is up, right up is right. Okay, we can move. Mech fix. Last trip I was in here, I took out my bug zapper, and I really needed that bug zapper. I don't need HP driver for this one. Just before this recording, I decided to go with all rookies up against them, our friend MetalGreymon's, and I was completely surprised that I may have over DNA Digivolved at this point, because he did just barely over 20 damage. Okay. Just get rid of these guys and we'll get our level up. No one-hit turns this time. Yes, that is the Rock Fist, also known as Gatsumon's technique. Both the Gatsumon and the Snow Agumon you get from the Trade Center will have this technique. Also, Snow Agumon has the Hail Storm, which is the ice version of his Pepper Breath. Alright, we have the Fist of the Beast King, and then the Sub-Zero Ice Punch. So I want to do this. The Sub-Zero Ice Punch is an interesting move that does damage and if it is continuously used, it does 10% damage. And from the last time I've tried out the technique, there was no set ceiling for it. It just keeps going on and on, 10%, then 20%, 30%. But it doesn't stack like 10 then plus 20, meaning 30 on the second hit. It's 10 plus 10 plus 10 until you break the combo. For example, if I did 2 Sub-Zero Ice Punches, then Fist of the Beast King, that means the power increase would have been reset to 10%. And it was very nice for that 2 floor panels to cooperate. We can actually get through this domain very fast. But need a little bit more experience because Mythos here has one more technique that he has to learn by leveling up. Now let's take a look at the Sub-Zero Ice Punch in action. The Sub-Zero Ice Punch is a vaccine type move, so against data types it is going to do less damage. At some point in this game I will end up getting a MetalGreymon's. Actually, if memory serves, you can get a MetalGreymon's for trading a certain Digimon later on as the story progresses. The one thing I don't like about Corsalemon is that Corsalemon can digivolve into 3 different Digimon, if I recall correctly. It could be Mega Seadramon perhaps, but the other issue is Crabmon could digivolve into 3 different Digimon. And one of them is Madoki Shellmon, which has the Nature Ray, which just gives you a nature bonus. Alright, we're going to do something a little different here. Oop, I didn't clear the Electrospore, but yes, those are hidden. Yep, once we clear this domain, MetalGreymon will cease to exist in this domain. I have no more toy planes, and no amount of toy cars will give me a small heart against this guy in the amount of space. So, let us say farewell to MetalGreymon with one last battle. Same tactics as before. He has his Interrupt Hornbuster. Hornbuster significantly decreases your attack by 75%. Electroshocker does somewhere between the realm of 25 to 50%. I don't have the 100% accuracy on that one. Giga Blaster is just a gigantic missile coming at you, reeking of death and havoc. Okay, so now if you were paying attention to the damage done with the Sub-Zero Ice Punch, we'll get to see its effect come into play. It just got stronger by 10%. Now, if he attacks, yep, this battle is over. Yep, farewell MetalGreymon. We'll see you again in Soft Domain on File Island. Actually, that's where I'm actually wanting to hold off getting a MetalGreymon is until Soft Domain, because Soft Domain, enemy Digimon that you can recruit there actually have stronger parameters. Now then, we have the 3 square specialty, the 6 square specialty, which means we have a boss here. MetalGreymon, we bid our farewells. Let's fight the boss. It is Centarumon, and he is the boaster of the domain. Colin Green. Oh, have I missed this boss music. Alright, we have Gabumon with Blue Blaster, Centarumon with Solar Ray, and the Starmon with the Meteor Storm. If possible, save Starmon for last. Take out the weakest first, and set up counterattacks. Gabumon will go down fairly well. Right on cue. Now, recall that the Ninja Throw Star does its normal damage plus 1/3 of its normal damage is boosted. So it's its damage plus 1/3 of its original damage. Meteor Storm, if you recall from before, hits one opponent, but if it's triggered under the counterattack, it'll actually attack all 3 members. So if you pick the right Digimon, DNA Digivolve them once or twice and then level them properly, you can essentially be overpowered for this boss. But I took a little bit extra run for it, so I didn't waste any more time. Be able to get through the dungeons quicker here. Get more gameplay action, and when I have to heavily grind, I'll do that post-recording. Okay, this guy, there's no helping it. We're gonna have to go completely blitzing this guy. And this gives us a chance to see his counterattack in action. It doesn't hit harder, doesn't hit smaller, it just hits everybody. And then we get the whole wide effect, it hits everybody and it shows everybody. Counterattacks will not trigger other counterattacks. Yep, and we have won. We all got level ups. That's the move I was waiting for, Solar Ray. So now Mitos here has a normal attack, so he can be able to conserve. And yes, now Salad Bar, Sushi Bar has a counterattack. Alright, we cleared the Centarumon boss. That means MetalGreymon will never spawn again. Farewell, buddy. Let's head off to the exit portal. Another mission completed. Now we just have to report to our leader at the Blue Falcon. We will be prompted with a script. Now this next part is going to be interesting because we're actually going to be required to do something before moving on. Yep. We have been given an entry pass in order to go into the Coliseum. Yep, she's saying now we gotta go to Drive and Web Domain. These two domains are one of the more of the headache variety to begin with, but first, here's the script I was talking about. We have the Chief Engineering Mastato. It looks like he's troubled. And it looks like we have an item vendor lady with us. Yeah, I'm not liking the sound of that turning off the item shops, especially when you need HP discs or EP discs. Not even been asked to move aside, we were just like shoved aside. Yep, and we are eavesdropping. Return of the Curiosity Killed the Cat. The city's power generator went offline and trying to repair it. Surprisingly that the item making machines and not the DNA Digivolution machine would be using the most power. Yep, and that's where we make our presence known. It is indeed strange and how a city this big does not have multiple backups. Who would steal generator parts? Maybe, I don't know, somebody else who needs a generator part or two? Maybe their generator broke? So now we've begun our search. Now to show what happened, now we're told that because we're short on energy, can't make items. You're not gonna like the variety that you're gonna see. That's it. And that's all we have is just EP packs. Fortunately, it's not affected by the guard team item vendor. Okay, next up we want to go to the Tamers Club and get ready for a scripted event. And there's... somebody about Technodonna. Is that supposed to be Digimon's impersonation of Medina Oblongata or something? Yep, so she just shoves us aside just like everybody else. It's like we're the pushovers of this game. Kim, device dome, generator parts. Problem is we've completely lost her and she's nowhere to be found. Now checking the center. Now because we have finished BIOS domain, the Toy Agumon for Snow Agumon has ended. So now it's Wizardmon for Crabmon. This Wizardmon has two techniques. It has the Thunderball, which is a counterattack. Does normal damage if it was not triggered. And causes 100% paralysis if triggered. Also, the targeting is random. At some point, we're going to have to do tournaments in order to progress through the story. Yeah, so if you had nowhere else to go, talk to everybody if you're lost. This guy would have told you should have gone into the Tamers Club and check it out. But right now, what I'm more concerned about is if we have any new parts, because thank you, we have new parts. The turtle battery, wasp ram, crow box. Oh, I want all this. Ring tires, yes. Okay. So let's transfer out all the items from our main box. Oops. Okay, we need the battery, wasp. It's 5 items. Yep. Now, when you're upgrading RAM, it'll automatically disable the lower level. The same with your toolbox. Ring tires it won't. Shovel arm won't. But your magnet hand won't. And your minesweeper and your other 3 guns. Here we go, 1800 EP. We will not have any problems running out. Just to the quickest guy. Sell off. Actually, for the time being, it's going to be a while till we get another upgrade. I believe the next engine upgrade is Pegasus. So I want to get a bigger HP for my... Okay, once we put in the new engine, I'll show you right at the upgrade show. Yeah, so we got wolf and lion, turtle, wasp, crow. Spam X a few times, upgrade. Yeah, increasingly costs. Now, there's a method to the madness of why I'm keeping a return bug, the return bug shot. And it goes way back to my days back when I was maybe about 3/4 in through the whole entire section of the game, and the next thing I know, return bug smacks me right dab in the worst place possible, and then it just really was bad. As you can see, we have 2 new domains active. We have to clear both in order to progress through the story. But that is for a different part. This ends the part with BIOS domain, our farewell to MetalGreymon, and the crisis involving the generator parts. I'll see you on the next part.